Blast off.
Bam.
Bam. Hi, this is Dr. Nan and Dragonfly, and we're here to play with you guys for a little bit and catch you up on the Bliss cruise that we were just on and some exciting things that we have planned in our future for you and us and you. So, so join us. I'll see if anybody's popping in here. We had to change the account, the computer. We were having a little technical difficulties.
Hello.
So let's see if I can pick it up on here. All right.
I see people.
There,
ooh,
look, there we are,
too.
right over there. So I can comment on this computer. Hey, hi Morgan. How are you doing?
Oh, look. Hi, everybody.
Yep, people are popping in. Bill and Albert and
look at all the little things down there.
Yeah, hi, Smiley. There's a mad face. Every once in a while, there's a mad face.
Aww.
I don't really understand. Probably because we have clothes on. You think that's why?
Because we're not naked? Is that why?
Maybe they were expecting us to be naked.
We're not getting naked.
Hello, John Oliver Mason. Hey there.
We would get banned.
Yeah, we would get banned. We don't want to do that.
You'll have to come to our events to see us naked. How about that?
Oh, that's true.
That's some tease.
Yeah. Hello, ladies. Hello, Mike. So we have somebody up here said something about we're having a nice romantic dinner with them.
Oh,
so,
awesome! Thank you for having us join you on your dinner date.
Yeah, thank you. So we just got back. Did somebody say naked? No, not yet. You know, Facebook would ban us. Hi, Carla. Hi, John. How are you doing?
Ready for what? What are we getting ready for? So many things. We just got off the Bliss cruise. Mm-hmm. It's an open-minded cruise. If you've never heard of it, we can talk a little bit about that. So many different lifestyles on that cruise. We had swingers, kinky people, people that are nudists, people that just want to experience a vacation that without kids.
Yeah. Grown-ups. Just all grown-ups.
Just all grown-ups.
Can you imagine that? Who has been on just a grown-up cruise or vacation? So Albert's, he wants to go in November.
Okay, yes, please, Albert, join us.
Yeah, so it's pretty incredible just to be with 3,000 adults who are like-minded. Some are like-minded. There's a lot of groups of like-minded people. Not everybody is there for the same thing. In fact, that's a guarantee. So you just have to know what you're into and how to connect with people who have the same interests you do. And what's fascinating is just getting to know a bunch of new friends that maybe will change your life. Kind of like we discovered on the couples cruise just a couple months ago. So it is life changing. So what did you teach on the cruise?
We did a seminar called what did we do? Evolution of Desire. That's the one we picked to do on this one. And my partner, lover, boyfriend, friend, co-teacher, and business partner was the head on that one. So we did that. And then that was a seminar. And then we also, I had a couple, they're called pleasure play shops. And you can check those out on my website if you want to know a little bit more about those, which that is pureorgasmiclove.com.
Pure Orgasmic Love.
And I taught those in large rooms. We had 41 couples join us in one.
That's awesome.
And 31 in the other one. And it's all about experiential learning. So I'm a somatic sexologist, and I help people feel through their bodies, connect that with their intimacy, their partnership, exploration. So I've created an experience for you to have. You're always going to learn some type of little component to that, but you're always going to have an experience. And we always want you to get as much pleasure out of your relationships as possible. And those were fantastic. Unbelievable. And it was so connective, and to see how everybody was exploring indies. Oh,
Turn that off.
And to hear the feedback. You know, sometimes we just go on there to have fun and teach and give seminars and present these pleasure play shops, just giving you an experience with some learning involved, and yet not thinking that they're going to be life-changing events for some people, and they are. And it touches me so deeply that they come up and tell me, you know, I didn't know about this, and wow, this is why this is happening, and you know, I'm not alone.
Right.
And learning new techniques. So it brings me great pleasure to do them for everybody. If I didn't say that, I would be lying. Like, it's so wonderful.
I think, you know, a lot of times people just need permission, just want permission to talk about intimate topics without any fear of being judged or shamed. And what we do as educators is to give people a platform to uncover and discover themselves in an authentic, harmless way, where they just get to be playful and find that connection to their pleasure without having to explain themselves, without having to justify it or get permission from somebody else or worry about being shamed or blamed or judged. And that seems to be kind of the consensus, I think, among people that attend our seminars. And, you know, we both teach similar concepts in very different ways. So you could go to both of our seminars and come away with reinforcement, but different approaches, different attitudes, different awareness of how your life is working or maybe not working for you. And then we give you all kinds of ways to improve and enhance and enliven your experience of this playful playground called life.
Yeah, and I think for us,
somebody's from Honduras.
Oh,
to us.
Hello. So wonderful. That's
Susan.
So far away.
Hi, Susan.
You know, the thing about it is we think sometimes they're just momentary experiences. Mm-hmm. And yes, you're in your moment, yet we want what we give you to be experiential and momentary moments forever. We don't want it to be a moment now. We want you to be in your moment, in your experience, yet we want to be able to have you take these into your relationship, put them in practice, and that way you get as much pleasure as possible on a regular basis.
Yeah.
You know, life is about pleasure.
Yes, it is.
And unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that aren't experiencing their full pleasure potential. And so my mission in this world is to help guide you into that and help you feel good about that.
Yeah, and mine is to help people have their full experience, whatever it is. I mean, not all of life is going to be pleasurable moment after pleasurable moment after pleasurable moment, but what it is a long string, hopefully a long string of experiences. And from every single experience we have, there's something. There's a yummy bit.
There is a yummy bit.
There's a pearl to be discovered, and it's powerful. It's empowering when you realize that no matter what's going on in your day, that there's something of benefit for you.
Yeah.
So we have a question: have either of us worked with disabled and intimacy? And for me, the answer is yes. I'm sure you've worked with people with disabilities. And, you know, I mean, disability can be anything from a person that has a cast on their arm and can't masturbate to somebody with lifelong disabilities. I've done it in my yoga and my nursing background. I've done a lot of work with people with PTSD and using yoga therapy to help them, and then bringing that into the sexual realm for people to find their pleasure center again. You have your suffering, you have a lot of pain. Chronic pain is definitely a deterrent to full sexual pleasure. And so by helping people understand their pain, then connecting to their breath and their body and their awareness of their body, find that path back to pleasure.
Yeah, definitely. Something that I learned, I'm also a certified sexological body worker. What that means is I help people, we all hold judgment and shame for ourselves or others, and I help people release that through their body. And it's interesting how the different views of, people living with, what I like to say is living with a disability. Mm-hmm. You're not the disability, first of all. You're not the disability. And depending on what disability you're living with, being kind to yourself, first and foremost, and not judging yourself for having a disability, first of all, can help lighten your load. It can help lighten you. And then we can work towards an avenue to either reroute a pleasure zone, which I've done with people. That's possible. And figure out what's going to work for you, because it's not one size fits all.
Right.
And remember that when you're going into a relationship with people, that it's not a one size fits all.
There's my Sam. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
So one of the things you just said about our disabilities don't define us, I think that's really critical. But I want to add a twist to that, in that our abilities don't define us either. And what you can do, what your job is, the size of your boobs or penis, or what your body parts are. None of those things define who we are and what we're really here to do.
Yeah.
So I think that's key, is to disconnect from those labels, like disability. I taught a class, yoga as therapy, and it was really interesting because everybody in there had some form of physical, mental, or emotional disability. And people referred to themselves as the disabled. And they would call themselves, they would own their disability. They would start sentences with my disability, my pain, my suffering. And so I gave them some tools to let go of the ownership of those labels and experiences and start referring to it as the rather than my. And also I asked them to start looking, this one man in particular who said he was disabled, he could no longer work, couldn't do anything, he felt useless. So I said, well, describe what is your disability? And his legs weren't working very well. And I said, okay, well, what is your ability? Why don't we list your abilities? And so he started listing his abilities. He loved to make bowls. He loved to work with wood. He loved to talk to people. He loved to help veterans. He had this long list of abilities. He didn't come back to any more of my classes.
Oh.
And I was really worried about this guy. I thought, oh my God, I've really screwed him up. I've done something wrong. We always go into our self-doubt, right? And then I ran into him at the grocery store about 3 months later. And he had a walk that I hadn't seen him do before. He always walked kind of stubborn and, a little bit bowed up. He was walking a little more fluid. He had a little more bounce. He had a smile. And I said, oh my gosh, I get to see you. What's going on? I really missed you in my classes. And he said, after that last class, I realized I didn't need your class anymore because I realized I'm not disabled. I have pain in my legs, but so what? And I've been making these beautiful bowls, and I've been giving them away, and I've been selling them. And he says, I had never considered the fact that I still had abilities. And so I think it's really important. So AJ is saying he has some disabilities, but he's definitely not disabled.
Good. Right? Thank you, AJ.
And I think they're different abilities. None of us can do everything in the same way, right? I'm not a runner, and I guess if a bear was chasing me, I might be considered disabled. No, I'd be lunch.
You try to run.
I could run, but all the thing I need to do is be able to run faster than the person I'm with.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got that.
Let them keep eating.
Hey, let them be lunch. I'm not going to be lunch. But, so we all have different abilities. We just need to appreciate the ones we have and foster those. So that's some of the work we do. Yeah. But we have something exciting happening that we're going to be teaming up together. And guess where we're teaming up together?
Anybody have a guess? Anybody have a guess?
Who wants to guess?
Where are we going to be? What part? Where in the world is Dr. Nan Dragonfly?
We're not even drinking wine tonight.
No.
We're drinking, what is it, sparkly water.
Sparkly water.
Sparkly water.
I call it fizzy water. You call it sparkly water.
Bubbles. All right, so nobody's going to guess? Where'd everybody go?
No guesses.
No guesses? Where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? Sam, can you guess? Where are we going to go? Hito!
Yay! Yes, you guessed correctly.
So in March, the 24th through the 31st of March,
yes,
we'll be at Hedonism Resort in Negril, Jamaica, and we will be teaching along with E and hopefully Mark and you. It's called Magic of Bliss or Magic of Passion.
I
get all
we just got off of bliss.
Too many great words.
We're heading from bliss to passion.
Yeah. Sam, when are you coming back to Jamaica? Can you be there in March? I really miss you. It's been too long.
Yes, Leslie.
Come
to Jamaica,
Yeah. So, Leslie, are you going to be there? Are you going to be there in June?
I'm really excited. I'm going to be a newbie. I've been.
She's a virgin.
There's not many things I can say that I need to lose my virginity to. He does one of them. I'm really looking forward to hearing Marcia pop it. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to seeing some of you all there. I think it'd be spectacular. Nan has told me how awesome her tribe is, and I think it's fantastic. So I'm really excited. Hopefully some of you will be there. I would love to connect and meet with you.
So Sam, you'll be there at the end of March?
Yes,
so
yay!
Exciting. Sam is he's my really good friend. I love him. I really do love him. And he's also a horrible instigator with me and tequila.
Oh.
He turned me on to Cafe Patron.
Okay. Yep.
You don't like, you like the smell of coffee. Yes.
Yes, I like the smell of coffee.
But you might like this because it's tequila with a little coffee flavor. Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to look at it, I never really liked wine or beer anyway, but I'm highly allergic to it.
See what he says?
So
God willing, with a bottle of Cafe Patron.
But liquor I can partake in. And that's because it's distilled and it takes out all the things that I'm allergic to. So Sam,
yeah,
we will have
bring it on.
Some sips together. Not sipping. There's no slam in that for me.
So Sam, have you tried that the tequila that has that's hot? What's it called? It's in a red bottle, and it's got jalapeno or some kind of hot pepper.
I don't know about that.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've tried the cinnamon flavored stuff, and that just was not the whole fireball thing.
Yeah.
I like the song, but not so much the fireball itself.
Okay. Well, if whoever comes.
Of course, we'll show you around.
Yes. Careful what you wish for.
Show you around and help you have your experience. Yes.
So here's the thing about coming to hedonism with me or with us, is that you will get a guided experience. That I don't just bring you to hedonism for one of my weeks and cut you loose and let you go fly unless that's what you want. That's why a lot of single women and men will travel alone to join my group so that they get the experience of the full-bodied Hedo experience with guidance. Because a lot of stuff can come up for you at a place like hedonism, and a lot of questions and a lot of uncertainties. And so it's nice to have a guide that can help you through those things to make it the finest possible experience. No drama, no trauma. Really, it needs to be an awesome experience. And we had a question a minute ago. Somebody was asking about how to get a more open, experimental lifestyle. Paul was asking. First steps into a more experimental lifestyle. Well, I think my suggestion, Paul, would be the first step is to identify a little bit more specifically what that looks like to you. What kind of things are you curious about experimenting with? That would be number one. And then do you have a partner? Are you single? And then trying to find a tribe or a group of people that would have similar interests that might be able to help you open up those opportunities. Do you have any other things?
Yeah, definitely. I think it helps to identify what experimental means to you.
Yeah.
Like what does that look like? And then go from there. And then, figure out. I always advise people to take little steps. If you identify what experimental looks like to you, don't jump in at the deep end head first. We want you to make sure you succeed. So like little steps, whatever that looks like, little steps into that.
Unless, of course, you're like me and you had wasted 10 years of your life and you had making up to do.
True.
Then you just dive in head first and you start swimming.
For myself, I've jumped head first in lots of times because that's just my nature to jump in as well.
Yeah.
And I've learned a lot from that, yet it was very difficult. So I feel through that process, having the little steps may give you more support for yourself as well as you go along.
Yeah.
I also want to invite you guys to check out my podcast because Dr. Nan and I did a recording today, and that's going to drop Wednesday evening. And it's called Pure Orgasmic Love Podcast. You can see it on my website. You can also check it out on iTunes. And we're going to be talking a little bit about our event. And so you may get some clarification if you're wondering, like, okay, well, what's going to happen? What's going to go on? What is it like there? We answer a lot of those questions on this podcast episode. So again, it drops Wednesday. I think it's episode. Hey, baby. Baby's taking a nap. We've had a long week.
Yeah, we're all in kind of low key mode here.
I think it will be podcast episode 58, I believe.
We're in Miami. This is Dragonfly, in case you haven't met her. For those of you popping in, I know some people are saying, who's that beautiful lady sitting next to me?
Thank you.
And so Dragonfly is a somatic sexologist and body worker and teacher and presenter and
experience creator.
Yeah.
Pleasure advocate.
Yeah.
Lots of things.
She will advocate for all your pleasures and all around just amazing human being. So this is somebody you want to know. And she and I are going to be teaming up. And if you want a visual, let me give you a visual, okay? Ready? So this morning, I'm laying in bed, naked.
Yep.
And Dragonfly comes in. Mark had already gotten out of bed. Dragonfly comes in and gets under the covers, and we snuggle. And we start talking about life and change and hormones and things like that. She made us both have a hot flash. Laying there talking about our damn hormones.
We sure did. Just
like, holy shit. My balls were sweaty.
It was awesome.
So,
and that was nothing sexual. That was just connective intimacy.
Yeah.
And talking about the things we were talking about and got us all sweaty.
Go figure.
Yeah, right? So if you've ever wondered what happens when we get together like that, that's what happens.
Yeah. We tend to get
Hi, Tina.
Here.
Nice to meet you, love.
Sam says, nice to meet you.
Hi, Sam. Nice to meet you, too. Yes,
You'll
I
love
look
Sam.
forward to meeting you.
You can imagine. If I love Sam,
yeah, I'm
you'll
gonna
love
you.
Sam.
Yeah, our husbands think it's crazy because the stuff that comes out of her mouth comes out of my mouth, and they're like, who's talking? And Mark and E are so much alike as well. It's been phenomenal knowing each other and being able to travel together and have that connection.
So Sam, you know me well, and so after a few hours of Dragonfly and I meeting, her husband looks over and goes, "Oh my God, there's 2 of them." And then when I met her daughter said, "Oh my God, there's 2 of them." Oh my God! So Albert, March 24th through 31st.
Yeah.
Hedonism. So it's on my website, Exotic Lifestyle Club, Exotic Lifestyle Retreats, Pure Orgasmic Love. You can find us all those places.
Tina, nice to meet you. Jack did 2 is better than 1. Yeah, in some instances, yes it is. And in this case, yes it is.
Double trouble.
Yeah, definitely. Nice to meet you as well, Tina.
Hey, Cameo. There's my love.
Hi, Cameo.
Cameo and I are having a mad, passionate affair without any sex.
And that sounds so delightful.
I love those.
Yes, it does.
Not that I wouldn't, but Juju would slit my throat.
Is that his other half?
Can only imagine.
It's awesome.
So we just sold another room for June today. Thanks, Cameo. Strong work. We've actually sold 2 more. So we're building up for our June event. The June event's going to sell out. So make sure if you're interested in coming June 23rd through 30th for the Exotic Lifestyle Retreat Goddess Week. Mm-hmm. I've got a really special something planned for the ladies. You do not want to miss it.
Tina,
no, Cameo is saying no, she wouldn't. She loves you. So I would have permission, huh?
Always get permission or consent. Tina asks, will you be in Jamaica Dragonfly? At what point in time, Tina?
She will be in Jamaica in March.
I will be in Jamaica in March.
With me. We're going to break her cherry, or Hito cherry. That should be fun. Hello, Guy. How are you doing? So let's see what else. So what did you? Were there any experiences you had on Bliss Cruise, or were there? Oh, let me ask you this. Anything? Are your palms starting to sweat?
No. Ooh, what's she gonna ask me?
Is there anything that you wished you could have done on this cruise that you didn't do? Had you not been working?
Had I not? So this is a question in reference to not working. Had I been on there? You know, I don't know. A little more variety in the food, to be honest.
Yeah.
For me, just because I have food allergies, it was like I got stuck eating some of the same stuff. However, they were really good about that. The food. The other thing is I would have liked to have had a little more relaxation time by the pool without the noise being so, to be able to talk and connect a little bit more.
It was too loud.
Yeah.
It was too loud.
Besides that, I'm trying to think. You know, the other thing is I would have loved to have gone to my play shops.
You need to clone yourself.
I know. Well,
I guess you already did.
I already did. But yeah,
I did get to go to one of hers, so that was fun. But she didn't get to come to mine.
No, I didn't. But let's see, what food allergies? Highly allergic to yeast or anything to do with yeast, and gluten. Those are my 2 major things, and luckily they tend to go hand in hand because it's bread. But
are you asking me, Cameo, or Dragonfly? Are you being ornery?
I'm being serious.
I got. Well, first of all, Juju is his fiance.
Okay.
His wife.
Okay.
And she was bummed that you're not coming in June.
Oh.
So we might have to. Maybe we could talk her into coming in June too. I think she would love. I think she would love it. And then, but when I said about Cameo, she said, "Oh my God, we can share."
Well, there you go. That sounds like Consent to Me cameo.
So, yeah. So I'm just curious about his comment about food allergies. I don't know what he thinks I'm going to be eating.
I don't know. But I had mentioned something about having food allergies. So
you had said,
yeah,
okay, maybe that was it.
Yes. Oh, she said yes. That must be in regards to the June?
Yeah, she wants you to be there in June.
Well, we have one more night together here in Miami before they head back to where they're at, and before we head back to where we're at right now. And so lots of conversations going to be happening. We, as you can tell, we have a blast together. We love hanging out with each other, and we both travel so much and do this that sometimes it's a little difficult to connect. So when we do, we're all
up on it.
Yes.
Well, so here's the thing. We decided before the trip, because we knew that the trip would be really busy and that that we would not have a lot of time just to park it. But we said let's stay a few extra days in Miami so we can go to the beach and we can walk the boardwalk. We can go to dinner. We can go shopping. We do all these things. We haven't left the condo.
We said, well, we went out to dinner last night.
We did.
We're so tired, and it was really about just visiting and stuff. And yet, it would have been nice to go to the beach and stuff. But I'm fully enjoying this.
Yeah.
We worked a little bit today.
We can be naked. We can be naked here.
We can be naked here. We recorded the podcast today, so it's been a pleasure.
So Regina is going to be there in June. Cameo is going to be there in June. Jude is going to be there in June.
Wow, lots of Junes.
David's going to be there in June, and all these other people. So now I have 3 times a year you can be in hedonism with me. I have Valentine's week, the last week of March, and the last week of June. And I've been asked to be a part of a women's retreat in July, not at Hedonism, but at a different resort in Jamaica. I haven't decided whether I can do that or not. I'm looking into that. But there's all kinds of fun things.
Leslie says you both are stunning pair to listen to. Thank you, Leslie. That makes me feel so good inside.
So what happens in March?
I agree fully with Leslie. Eric said, thank you, Eric. I'm just going down and reading your comments.
So in March, we're going to be teaching the magic of passion.
Yes.
And Dragonfly's husband, E, is going to be teaching a course in the biology of desire, which is a very exciting course. He's also going to be doing some men's group work, because we're really going to be working with men and women separately and together on how to really get what they want in life, to be able to communicate, to be able to hear what somebody else wants, and then be able to ask back for what they desire in a way that's fun and interesting and non-threatening and sexy. We both firmly believe that consent and respect and honoring are the sexiest things you can do and be for each other. So we do a lot of classes on communication and making sure that you say what you mean and mean what you say.
Yeah.
That's just part of it. Then I'm going to be teaching some nearly naked yoga. I taught it on the cruise ship. I don't know, I think I posted a picture on my my Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce. Let me see if I can, no, I can't find my page here. Let's see here. I'll have to find it later.
Let's see.
Is this for couples, singles, both?
Yeah. And then we're also offering, we're going to do a few other things. We're going to have some pleasure play shops that I'm bringing on board, and some really fun interactive discovery games for us. That's going to be fantastic. We can't give it all away.
Yeah, some secrets.
There's got to be some mystery to it a little bit. Yet I can almost with 100% confidence say that you are going to have a very pleasurable time.
Yes. So here, this is my friend Minch, and I met Minch and at Hedo 3. Oh my gosh, in 2007 or 8, something like that. His birthday is Valentine's Day. And so he used to always be there for Valentine's Day. So we always got to celebrate his birthday. He's got a really nice bald head. So I've got some great pictures of my boobs on his bald head for his birthday.
Which feels really good.
Just saying. So he's saying, good evening, beautiful yoga Nancy. How's things? Hello to your sexy partner. This is Dragonfly. This is Minch.
Nice to meet you, Minch.
And he's your triangle man.
Yes, it does sound good, and it's going to be fantastic. So I'm looking forward to meeting all of you that are going to be there at the end of March. Really excited about that.
Yeah, so go to the website, find out, book your trips. We have a limited supply of rooms for our first year event, so we do want to make sure we get everybody in that's serious about coming and participating in our retreat. It's really a series of daily workshops. We have one day that people get to take off and go explore the island guilt-free. You're not going to miss anything. Everybody gets that one day, and then we're back into the swing of our retreat concept. But everybody, I think, I always like to look at my intention for a retreat like that, and it's really all about opening up people to places within themselves that perhaps they have yet to unlock.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
It was as if we were speaking.
It was almost as if I was back here.
Yeah, Mark and E they just can't. They just keep cracking up because I'll say something. She'll say, "Oh, I think this," and I'll go, "Me too," and then they both go, "Shock." It's pretty funny. Really, only one of us needs to be talking.
No,
the other
really.
one can just nod their head.
Yep. Ditto.
Yep.
Ditto.
I think they like to see us nodding our heads. It's good with the little top knot there,
right?
Isn't she cute?
Oh, such wonderful people on here. So I can't wait to meet you guys.
So would you have wanted to go to the playroom on the boat? They have playrooms on the boat, by the way.
Okay, so speaking in reference to that, we were working the whole time, so we weren't able to do it. But there was a sense of comfort in that because they don't let you go in clothed and just walk around and gawk.
No.
You have to put your things in a bag. Everybody is naked. And the ambiance was nice. So yeah, I would have felt comfortable going in and having an experience with my partner and knowing that the possibility was there to have an experience with others if I had chosen to.
Yeah. I mean, it can be a pretty heightening experience if what you're turned on by is present. Like, if you're turned on by, candlelight and, dimly lit room and kind of sexy music and that kind of thing. It may not always be that way at different rooms.
Yeah.
So I think Minch is going to go on the Desire Cruise that I'm teaching on in April. So if you want to do another cruise with me this year, I'm teaching on the Desire Cruise. You can go to my website, Exotic Lifestyle Club events, and find the link to book the cruise. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be in a different port every day going through Europe from Barcelona to Rome. It's going to be phenomenal. So if you want to do something really exciting with me in that, after the Hedo, or if you don't want to go to Jamaica, you can come on that. But if you don't want to go to Jamaica, I don't understand you.
We don't know why.
I don't know why. Unless you just don't want to go south. You don't want to. Some people don't like warm weather, but it's going to be warm in Europe.
I love warm weather. I grew up in the Midwest, so I always said that I was, in St. Louis actually, I always said I was a Midwestern girl with not so Midwestern thinking at all, thank goodness. And I love the warm weather. We moved to Florida 12 years ago, and we also spend a lot of time out on the West Coast in California as well. So I think I'm just made to be in warm weather. And I know from being in Jamaica before, I have been to Jamaica. I absolutely love it. It's a beautiful place. Yeah, Hito, this will be the first time at Hito. So I'm really looking forward to it. There was Tina asked a question. So all of this happens in February, March, and June.
3 different events.
Yes.
Those are 3 very different events. February is couples because it's over Valentine's week, and I'm teaching that. March is the Magic of Passion, Dragonfly E, and if Mark's there, Mark will be teaching that. And then in June, I'll be teaching and presenting the exotic lifestyle retreat for goddesses and the men who love goddesses. So that's mostly singles, but married. We have some married couples that come on that, or couples. But I really want single women to have an avenue to go explore and not just be with women, but have men around too. And we bring exotic entertainers, both men and women, and most of the women that come also love women. And Cameo is my entertainment manager and partner in this event, and he brings the City of Doms.
Ooh.
And if you've never known anything about the City of Doms, look them up on Facebook and Instagram. They are incredibly beautiful, talented, vivacious women who most of the time love women. Some love men and women, but many of them really are more about the women. So it gives people options. How could you not
be? I mean,
drawn to women.
Yeah. I mean, I understand we have lots of gay male friends, and yet that's not their cup of tea, and that's totally okay.
Yeah.
Yet,
but they still love women.
But they still love women.
Right.
I have gay friends of mine male gay friends of mine that love my boobs. They just want to look at my boobs. They just really love boobies. Yet what's down below is not for them by any means.
Yeah. Well, boobies represent boobies. It's like a 12-year-old.
Boobies, tatas, titties.
That's awesome. Can also represent something maternal too, comforting, and I have a friend that wanted to take a breast implant, just the implant, and make what he called a pettit out of it, so that you could sit on your desk and you could just feel it when you got stressed. Well, that's actually kind of brilliant.
I'm not surprised. I have dildos that are really squeezy, and they're on my desk in my office, and sometimes I'll just squeeze a cock.
There you go. Is that what it's called? Squeeze a cock?
I don't know. I think I need to make that up.
I think they should make like balls, so you can, when you're frustrated, you can go.
Oh, we could.
I got balls.
And squeeze them. Tina, I like that.
We're out of control.
You got us. A little bit. Well, fun in June. Oh wow, she wants to come in June.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
But she says she's nervous. Should you be nervous? Yes, but excited nervous, not scared nervous. Nothing's going to happen. Hedonism's like, it's the same as hypnosis. Nothing's going to happen to you unless you wanted to. So it's all, you get to design your own experience at hedonism.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
wow.
Right. Well, I think we've taken up enough of your time tonight, people. So thank you so much, everybody, for checking in, and all the people I didn't get a chance to say hi to. Know that your name scrolled by, and I got to thank you for taking the time out of your Sunday to hop in and say hi to us and listen to our chat. We'll do this again. Trying to get Dragonfly here to
do more lives on Facebook. Do more on Facebook.
Yeah. It's kind of fun.
It is. I've had a great time. Yeah. I'm also on Facebook, and I'm trying, and she's really so supportive of me being on Facebook. It's been a little bit of a struggle, and so I do have a page on Facebook called Pure Orgasmic Love.
Yep.
If you feel so compelled to go over there and also support me and help me in my journey through the Facebook evolution, please do so. It has been wonderful connecting and talking, with Nan and with you guys on here. It's been a pure pleasure. So thank you so much.
All right. Well, I'll be back next week from home. I'll be here till Monday night. Tomorrow night.
Yeah, it goes by so fast.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'll be home, and so I'm home for a little bit now. I think you never know what comes up.
No, you don't.
Because she's got something that she keeps wanting to tell me, but she hasn't told me yet. So now I'm gonna.
Such a tease.
She's teasing me, teasing my brain. And so we're going to. All right, Minch, I will call you, give you a holla when I get home. So I'm sure we'll be stirring up some more naughtiness for you in the near future. And,
always.
You know, if you didn't have that little tie thing on your neck, it would look like you were naked.
Yeah, it would.
You have to dip down a little bit. There you go. She's
but I'm
naked.
totally naked. Tease.
Can you show them? Can you just show them something without showing them anything?
Can I show them without? What do you want me to show them? I did. She didn't even skip a beat. She's like, okay, what do you want me to show? I just did.
Show them your
my necklace. Oh, it's been so awesome. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you all again.
All right. Remember, every day you get to wake up, you get to decide. You're either a warning or an example. Thank you for being such a beautiful example in this world.
Thank you for allowing me to show my beautiful examplation.
I'm seeing it down here, but you can't see her example. Bye.